Hey there guys, how's it going? It's Afraid Not, and we're joining this game kinda late. I normally don't like to record my games that I join in late. I just think, oh, there's no point, I'll probably lose anyway. But I think I was just feeling a little bit confident. I thought, you know what, let's give it a go, let's record it and see how we can do. As you can see, I'm 6 down, I think it's to 18. I'm playing a bit of gun game. This is really the only game mode that's really viable for me on COD Ghosts. I just don't find anything else remotely entertaining at all, unfortunately. I made an absolute troll class. I made a class with an LMG thermal sight with IEDs, and I ended up having this gameplay which is, I think I went about 24-2, and I thought, you know what, that kind of is an upload, but then I couldn't do it because just so many people on COD Ghosts just play like that, and I kind of understand why, because for me the thermal sights are just so overpowered on this game. I just haven't ever noticed it before in any other Call of Duties. I don't think they were that powerful in Black Ops 2 or any of the other ones. I'm not really here today to talk about Call of Duty Ghosts. I want to talk about Advanced Warfare and a few things that have been announced. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but there was a poll going round, and the word on the street was that it was actually from Sledgehammer Games, and it was a poll just for players to decide what they would like as a pre-order bonus. Now, I'll go through some of them, and I'll tell you exactly what the poll was. So, if you was to choose, there was I think it was 6 different ones. One of them was to choose to have a free upgrade from current gen to next gen. So, I mean, I would say the Xbox One and PS4 is now current gen, but if you had bought it on the 360 or PS3, they would offer you a completely free upgrade to the next gen if you was to decide to upgrade this year. That was one of the things. Next thing was beta access. That was the thing that I was really looking forward to seeing, if they could do a beta for this game. I think they need to, and that will lead me on to the next point later on in the video. Also on the poll was Nuketown Exo. I think that's like another pre-order bonus map, and like Nuketown was for Black Ops 2, and like what Freefall was for Call of Duty Ghosts. There's a couple of other things they was offering, like pre-order kind of personalization packs, and also early access, which will grant you 48 hours access to the multiplayer before the game comes out, and all your stats and unlocks and everything that you get will carry over to when you actually physically buy the game. So that was interesting to me as well. I'll link the poll in the description so you guys can check it out, but it turns out that this wasn't actually from Sledgehammer. I think this was just a community poll, and I think, in my opinion, even though it was a community poll, I think that Sledgehammer have to listen to it because they got unbelievable amount of votes on it. Now, before it went viral on YouTube, I think Nuketown Exo and bonus map was leading the race. I think it had something ridiculous. It was like 50% against everything else was like 10-20%, and I just thought, that is just typical Call of Duty community. Why would you want Nuketown again for a third time? Why? I don't get it. I just like, this is just the Call of Duty community for me. I don't know why you would pick that over beta or early access. I just don't get it. But I think since it's gone viral on YouTube, a lot of people have chose the beta option. I think that is now absolutely pissing it. So I think the beta is what the Call of Duty community, the mass Call of Duty community, actually want. But it turns out Activision have turned around and said, no, we're not granting a beta. It's going to be too expensive to run. Now, I don't really understand how they can even come up with that point whatsoever. I'm going to completely rubbish that. Call of Duty is the biggest selling franchise ever made, ever. I mean, it's sold more copies than I think Grand Theft Auto has completely. It is ridiculous how they can turn around and say that beta is too expensive to run. And not only that, Activision, the people who said that no, it's too expensive, they've actually doing an alpha and a beta for Destiny. Like, what? I just don't get it. What is the matter with these people? The only thing that I can completely think of is that if they did have a beta, everyone would play it, and I think that would lose a lot of customers, because I've heard of some ridiculous stuff that's in multiplayer. The exosuits are in there. You've got a gun that prints bullets that you never have to reload. I mean, some of the things I've already heard about this multiplayer is looking completely ridiculous, and I can understand why they don't want to do a beta. It will put a lot of people off, I can assure you that, because even bigger developers, well, not bigger developers, but you know, big developers all come out with betas. I think Halo 5's having one this year. Battlefield always do one, or EA always do one, especially for Battlefield, and Medal of Honor I think they do one for as well. So I just don't get it. I think they should have a beta. I think that even for any other reason, I mean, they can just test the servers, make sure they have a smooth launch. I think that is one of the most best things to come from a beta. You know, like, you don't have to put anything in the game, just make sure that everyone gets on there, test the servers, make sure everything runs smooth. That's why Grand Theft Auto 5 should have had one. But yeah, there you go. That's the gameplay. I go 19-3. I win the game in the end. It was it was quite hard, but yeah, I'm glad I recorded that one. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a rating, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.